Hello everybody and welcome back to another predictions video. We're now up to game week 33 in the EFL Championship. I'm currently recording this on Thursday morning. It's a very quick turnaround to the next set of fixtures. This week things kick off at Ewood Park on Saturday according to Superbru at 3 PM, but there are lunchtime kickoffs. Blackburn Rovers take on Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth Argyle now back-to-back victories and an excellent 5-1 win against Millwall on Wednesday evening, and Blackburn Rovers themselves won a very good win against West Bromwich Albion 2-0. So in this one, I think Blackburn, being at Ewood Park, should take the spoils. I think Plymouth will give them a good game, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. We then move to the Cardiff City Stadium, and this is the 12:30 kick-off, where the Bluebirds take on the Wurzels or the Robins. Cardiff coming off the back of a narrow 2-1 defeat against Portsmouth, where it was an absolutely dire game of football to watch, but they were unlucky not to come away with a point in the end. And Bristol City, a fine 2-0 victory against Stoke City after they got defeated in that 7-side derby against Swansea. In this one, back at home for Cardiff, I think they'll get something in this game, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. We then move to the MKM Stadium, another team struggling at the bottom of the table. Hull, 3 defeats in their last 4 matches, taking on Norwich side who lost in midweek against Preston 1-0. This one, difficult one to predict. I think there'll be goals, and I'm going to go for Desmond's. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. We then move to Elland Road with what is probably the fixture of the weekend. Leeds United, top of the table, taking on Sunderland. The Black Cats, a brilliant 2-0 victory against Luton after they drew 2-2 against Watford on the weekend. And Leeds, 3 wins on the bounce. 4-0 against Watford, and they're flying at the moment. Prior to that was a 2-0 win against Coventry, and prior to that was a 7-0 defeat against Cardiff City. Of course, though, Leeds being dumped out of the FA Cup. This one, will Leeds concede? Elland Road, this is going to be a fantastic game of football. I think Leeds will win. I think they'll put 3 past Sunderland, but I think Sunderland will score. I'm going to go for a 3-1 home win. Then we move to Kenilworth Road, where Luton Town now 5 defeats in their last 7 matches. A 2-0 reverse against Sunderland last time out, taking on the Blades. Sheffield United, 6 wins out of the last 7. A 3-1 win against Middlesbrough. There's only going to be one winner in this match, and it's going to be Sheffield United, and they're going to come away with a 2-0 away win. Next up, we go to the Riverside Stadium up in the northeast, where Middlesbrough, 4 defeats in their last 5 matches, and now take on a Watford team who've only won once in the last 7. A 4-0 reverse against Leeds last time out. Prior to that, last in the league, it was a 2-2 draw against Sunderland. It probably has got draw written over it, but Watford look terrible at the moment, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win to Middlesbrough. Next up, we go to the Den, where Millwall will hopefully, from their point of view, turn things back around after that thumping by Plymouth in midweek. And West Brom, their form has been topsy-turvy at the moment as well. A 2-0 defeat against Blackburn Rovers. This could go either way, but I think Millwall will get back to winning ways, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 win in a very, very dire game. We then move to the Cassim Stadium, where this is a very, very important match for Portsmouth, but they're coming up against an Oxford United side who have been really good recently. A 0-0 draw against Derby last time out. Portsmouth beat Cardiff in a miserable game in midweek, but they got over the line in the end. And this one, I think it's going to end up in a draw, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. We then move to Deepdale, where Preston North End take on Burnley, who don't seem to be conceding at all. I think they'll come away from Deepdale with another clean sheet. It's whether they can get the goals, though, against this Preston side who are more than decent at home. I think Burnley will win, and I can see them winning 1-0. Next up, we move to Loftus Road, London, where QPR take on Derby County. QPR now 3 defeats in the last 4 matches, take on a Derby side. Okay, they stopped the rot a little bit with back-to-back draws, 0-0 against Oxford and 1-1 against Norwich. However, I can see QPR winning this one, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 home win. We then move to Hillsborough, where Sheffield Wednesday in midweek defeated the Jacks 1-0. And Coventry, it's 5 wins in their last 6 matches. So a very interesting game, this one. Either side could win this one, but I think Coventry's form has been very, very good. I think Wednesday will score, but I think Coventry will come away with a 2-1 away victory. We then move to the Bet365 Stadium, where Stoke City take on Swansea. Swansea now 5 defeats in their last 6 matches. Stoke, they've only won 1 in their last 7. So I think this has got a draw written all over it, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 scoreline. Then we move to the midweek fixtures. These ones have been rearranged, and earlier in the season I had Preston North End to draw with Millwall 1-1. And I think I'm going to stick to my guns there. I'm going to go for another 1-1 draw. And the other rearranged match takes place on Wednesday evening at Kenilworth Road, where Luton Town take on Plymouth. Now, Plymouth, okay, I've predicted them to lose against Blackburn on the weekend, but I'm going to change my mind here. I think they're going to come away with all 3 points at Kenilworth Road, and I can see them winning 2-1 against Luton. So those are my predictions for game week 33. Make sure you leave your predictions over at the Superbru website or as a comment below. Enjoy the football on the weekend, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video.